fraggers, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Black Ops 6 campaign. For this final video, I wanted to go over the challenges that we have this year. Because I'm a completionist myself, and this year I actually took the time to complete every single challenge, I thought that I might give you some hand with these challenges, just give you some tips and tricks that you can use if you want to complete every single challenge in the campaign. We have 3 groups of challenges this year. Number 1 is Dark Ops, the classified group that you can look on the internet, but anyway, I'll just show you the challenges and explain you how you can do them the best way possible, even though I think some of them are really easy and straightforward. Then I'll move on to the career challenges. We have 2 groups, Imaginative Killer and Thorough Investigator. Just not to insult your intelligence, I won't be covering every single challenge because I think mostly they are quite straightforward and quite easy to do. Like this one, RCXD Dangerous or RCX Dangerous. Pretty easy, kill 3 enemies with an RCXD and Bishop takes Rook. But this one, Double Down, is not really that straightforward, and it took me quite some time to figure out how to do it. I think the description isn't really that clear. And finally, we have the achievements. The achievements, I'd say, are the easiest group out of the 3. Most of them are just, you'll complete them by playing the campaign, but some of them are a bit, I would say, annoying, really. Not hard, but annoying. Like this one, for instance, Cure the Winged Beast. You'll have to do it twice if you want to complete this one and one of the challenges to acquire a calling card. I mean, the career one. Or for instance, this one. It's not really, I mean, the description is a bit off because I believe we don't have a mission that's called Grounded. I think they wanted to split one of the missions. I think it's about the ground control, and maybe they wanted to split this one in 2. And then this one, the David versus Goliath, and checkmate destroy the ABC using an RCXD, is also not very straightforward. And on my first try, I actually failed. Had to replay it once again, and it was a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. So I'll just cover them, but mostly achievements are pretty easy. You'll do them as you play, and let's get right into the video. We'll begin with the Dark Ops challenges. These ones are classified. You can search them on the internet. They're not really that hard to complete, and the descriptions are pretty straightforward as well. The problem is that you don't know what you are expected to do. You may as well complete them just by playing the campaign. In my case, I think I completed the first and the third ones just by playing the campaign and had to look up the second and the fourth one. So the first challenge that you need to do is called Phantom Presence, which requires you to sneak through the black site intel center without being detected in Most Wanted. And here's how you can do it. In this first clip, I'll show you my failed run. Even though I begin very smoothly by taking out both of them with just one shot,
Clean kill.
I end up failing it, and you'll see why. Just a quick note, I actually advise you to go right instead of going left. I didn't know it, I discovered it later on. If you go right, it's fairly easy to complete this challenge. But if you go left, it's going to be more challenging, and you'll see why just in a minute. So number 1, you have probably more enemies to take care of. And then I make just one really important, I would say crucial mistake at this point. You see that guy, the guard going over there? So once that guy gets right to that point where he's looking at his friends in a hall, it's just, you're done. You won't be able to do it quietly. Maybe, just maybe, you can go back and go right, but in any case, it's just not going to be a good ending. I'll just end up failing it. Once you shoot that guy, you won't be able to get past him unnoticed. You'll have to shoot him, you'll have to kill him, and that's will basically blow your cover. That's it, end of the line, and you'll have to start all over again. So I'll try to peek those guys. See me, I go back. I finally decide to engage this guy standing right there, and of course I just, there you go, there's another one, and you just start fighting them, all of them, and that's it. Mission failed. So you can't go in guns blazing, as Marshall's suggesting. This time, it is not really necessary. I decided to take care of more guys than you actually need. You see, I killed these 4 guys. It's totally, it's fine. You can just kill maybe the guys that stand in your way directly. So, for instance, in this case, these 2 guys, I don't know why I did it. Maybe because I saw that it would be a cool shot, just taking out 2 guys with 1 shot. But you don't have to do it. So you either go right or you go left, and that's it. And you forget about the rest. So I tried to peek, because I think there is another guy up there, so you need to be careful. You don't want to get noticed, get seen. So I check my corners, and I see the guy on the left in that room, and I proceed quietly, and I'll now attempt to take them all down. This time it won't go as well as the previous one, and you'll see just in a moment. I won't be able to take them all, take them both with 1 shot. So I shoot one, have to engage the other one. Then the guy down there actually notices the noise and comes up to check, and I have to wait until it gets up there before I can take him out. I see the other guy patrolling that area, and I know that I have to take this one out really quickly and move on to take the other one out. So I shoot him, and I go right there, and I'm waiting for that guy to show up. You see those guys start spotting you when you peek, so I take him out. No one sees that, and here's the difficult part of this path, because these guys will spot you no matter what, so you have to crouch, and you have to do this very, very quickly in order not to trigger the alarm. So at this point, you're basically done with the challenge. You'll see, I'll just run down the hallway.
Heads up, I see a bunch of shit blocking the door ahead of you. Find a way around.
On the left,
I'll head to your position now.
Open, but there's going to be no enemies in here.
Whatever.
So go up the ladder. Then you'll see the challenge pop up. So there you have it. Counting presents completed. So the next one we have endless options, and the description is pretty straightforward. Destroy all Scud missiles without using C4 in hunting season. Quite an easy challenge, but here's a twist. When it says all, it means even the first one when you just arrive at the enemy camp. And at that point, you don't have anything other than C4, because later on you have to destroy 3 Scuds, and of course you can use whatever you want. I mean, you can call in a mortar strike, an airstrike, or just use a rocket launcher to destroy them. But there's 4 Scud missiles, and in order to take them all out without using C4, it also means destroying the first one without using C4. And you'll see in a minute why it can be quite challenging and misleading. So there we have, you have to go through the cave, clear enemies out.
Scud sight through here. Follow me.
Jackal 2-1, we're on the other side of the ravine, closing on target.
We keep going. Adler and Hart. There's a missile launch. You have to take care of more guys before you reach the camp. The missile site, you kill them.
Jackal 1-1, we're nearly in position.
We're at the top of the ridge, kicking things off. Maybe a dozen
There's the gunfight. Here's the first spot which you need to destroy. So you kill the guards. Go down. Finish them off. So But once it's clear, you'll see what the others are telling you. So they tell you to get down, and you're basically prompted to use C4 to destroy the Scud. And that is a mistake. So once I've done that, I basically failed. Instead, what you should do is take that launcher that you can see there. So you blow up the Scud with that launcher. I did it off camera later on, once I figured out how to do it. And that's how you complete endless options. Pretty easy, but it's very misleading, especially your allies that keep shouting at you to use a C4. You have a quite stressful situation because you can't take forever to destroy it. There's a countdown. So yeah, it can be quite challenging. The next one is called Missing Persons. Stash 5 bodies in lockers and under the radar. Pretty simple. Like I've said before, it's one of the Dark Ops challenges that I've completed just by playing the campaign. But like I've said before, I don't want to insult your intelligence. Missing Persons is a very easy challenge to do. And let's move on to the last one, Kineticist. This is the last Dark Ops challenge. Now I'd say it's probably the hardest one in the entire campaign. So for Kineticist, you have to complete the time trial in a single run in separation anxiety. It's hard and annoying at the same time because once you die, you have to start from scratch. You cannot just respawn and keep trying to do it. And if you've played the campaign, if you've played the mission, it's very challenging. It's extremely hard. You can fall at any time and you have enemies shooting at you. So I'll put up my video, how I completed it. But like I've said, it's probably the hardest one to do. You can see I started the run.
I need to get to my office.
It took me quite a while to complete this one. I already knew what I had to do. So I'm not going to tell you that I figured it out on myself. I looked it up. Here I fail. Last checkpoint. Otherwise you'll spawn with the gun and it won't count. Once again, I fall. Last checkpoint. And that's how you do it basically until you complete it.
What's in your office?
And remember, you only have like 30 seconds. Kill these ones. Get the hook.
A grappling hook.
Grapple. I think I failed it once more. Almost there, yeah. I get killed. So again. And it's annoying. You have to listen to the same voice lines. Do the same thing repeatedly. Over again. Just to get this challenge done. I think I failed it once more. I decided not to go for the gun. Go to the hook straight away. And I think I failed that as well. Oh, actually I completed it, sorry.
Well, look at you. You're gonna have to
And there you have it.
I will figure out
You
what
get
you're
the-
hiding from me. What your plan.
Complete the challenges.
So what about your office?
Let's move on to the career challenges. We have two groups, Imaginative Killer and Thorough Investigator. Once again, I don't want to be insulting you, your intelligence, by going over every single challenge. But let's have a look at a few challenges that I think can be quite difficult to complete or aren't that straightforward, and you just can miss them easily. You'll have to go back and do them once more. Number 1, stick around. Kill an assassination target with a throwing knife in block Feud. There's only one target that you can take down with a... don't remember what was the name, but it's basically I think the bodyguard for Sadie. Because of the girl, she gets killed by a friend. You kill Yannick at the very beginning by just shooting him with a sniper rifle, and Sadie, of course, dies in a car crash. It leaves us as just one target that you can kill with a throwing knife. As you can see right here, kill those guys and you just soften them up a bit break his armor, and you kill him with the knife. And that's it.
That just leaves the Sadie.
So let's move on and cover the rest of the challenges. Particularly, I wanted to talk about Double Down. I haven't completed this challenge on camera. I actually did it later on. If you watch my video covering this mission, you'll see that I did not complete the challenge and I didn't really understand why. The reason is that when I read the description, I thought that I could use pistols for the vault defense, but it didn't. I thought that it didn't matter what kind of weapons I was bringing with me. Well, if you bring anything other than the pistols, just even one weapon, like LMG or an SMG, whatever, and even if you don't use it, you don't shoot it, you only use pistols, you'll fail it. So you can only bring pistols with you, and you can only fire pistols. That's how you complete this challenge. Then no smoking, kill 10 enemies with a Dragon's Breath shotgun in a single playthrough of Ground Control. Pretty simple. There is a guy that has this Dragon Breath shotgun. Just kill him, take the shotgun, and kill 10 enemies without dying, of course. Fatal variety, get a kill with 12 different weapons in checkmate. Get a kill, drop the weapon, take the next one, get another kill. Maybe I would suggest just keep using the weapons. When you think you're done, maybe just press escape, go back to the main menu, and just take a look at if the challenge is completed. Brutal maneuvers, pretty simple. 5 finishing moves on elite soldiers. Elite soldiers are the ones that have more than one armor plate, so you shoot them, make sure they only have one armor plate, and you take them down. Moving on to the Thorough Investigator. Inside Advancement, discover all 4 audio logs in hunting season. They're hidden in the encampments, enemy encampments that you clear out. There are 4 in total, and each one has one audio log. It actually has like a crate that you need to crack, and once you open it, you'll see the audio log. And it doesn't matter in what order you complete them. You just have to open the crate, the chest, listen to the audio log. That's it. Retina Ready. One of the most, I'd say, annoying challenges, because you have to, once you acquire the Senator's retinal scan, you have to relaunch the mission and acquire it in a different way. So moving on to Kenai. Kenai is one of the most confusing challenges as well. Yusef's Kenai ability on all 3 desk guards under the radar. It took me quite a while to figure this one out. So essentially what you have to do is to use Kenai and make sure the desk guard does what you want him to do. There are 3 in total. 1 guy near the helicopter, and you need to persuade him to load the crate that you have installed a C4 on. Load them onto the helicopter. Then another guy that is in a building near the SAM site. You need to make sure that he loads up the new missiles, and you have previously sabotaged them. And finally, another guy, the guy with the radar. You just have to make sure to persuade him, to convince him to run the clutter simulation, whatever that is. You need to make sure he runs it. That's pretty much it for the Kenai. Just keep doing it until we have completed it.
First time I've ever handled one of those. I'll just wait on your word to kick that simulation off.
Radars handled. I talked their operator into running a clutter simulation.
Clutter simulation. They won't see us coming. I like that.
That's all of the targets.
And no sign of the weapon. They gotta have us.
And to wrap things up, I'll just briefly talk about several achievements and how you can do them, even though I have already spoken about them briefly at the beginning of the video. And then I'll probably lead you to the safe cracker challenge, how I cracked the safes. You can go back and watch my campaign videos as well. I know they're long, but I've done it on camera. But anyway, I think the saves, except for the Rook save, which has a bit of an Easter egg to it, the rest are quite easy once you pick up the signal. It's really easy to do them. So let's talk about the achievements. Skewer the Winged Beast. The problem with this one is that you cannot complete it simultaneously with the Kenai challenge. So you have to do one first, restart the mission, and then do the other one. And this one, it's actually pretty easy, and I'm pretty sure most of you can figure this out. The problem with the description is that there is no grounded mission. It's called ground control. But once you get to that T-72 tank, just run over 25 enemies. That's it. David versus Goliath. Once again, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You destroy the APC using an RCXD. The only problem, and the reason I failed it, is because it will take you more than 2 RCXDs to take it down. So make sure you damage the APC before you blow it up with RCXD. So once you see, once you see the fire coming out of the APC, just go ahead and blow it up with your RCXD. Then seek and destroy. I actually did it on camera as well. I did it in Most Wanted. Just by the end, just before you get to that hole, there'll be a lot of enemies. You pick up your knife, your homing knife. That's the one you should be using. There's, again, a bit of confusion there. It should be a homing knife. So you charge it up, you throw it, and you direct it towards the enemies, and you try to figure out where 2 or more enemies are, and you blow them up, and you complete the achievement. Pretty easy, but you can do it in any mission. So it's not limited to one mission. You can do it at any point throughout the campaign. So finally, onto the safecracker. So Detailed Devourer is pretty boring. So you need to just listen to every dialogue there is. It's pretty simple, but unfortunately, it's going to be tedious. So safecracker, I believe there are 9 safes, including the one at the Rook. I'll just leave you to it now. Hope you liked the video. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing, maybe commenting. We are just 1 subscriber away from 5 subscribers. It's incredibly important to me. It's free for you. So if any of you watching these videos like the kind of content you see, please make sure you subscribe. It's going to mean a lot for me, and it will help me greatly. So I will catch you fraggers in the next one.
played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed, wanting to see it on film instead. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes. A record played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed, wanting to see it on film instead. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes. A record played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed, wanting to see it on film instead. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes. A record played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed, wanting to see it on film instead. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes. A record played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed, wanting to see it on film instead. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes. A record played the sounds of a rocket launch. I was disappointed. When you're older, my sister said, as she used the iron to press her father's work clothes.
The guild is meeting Pantheon right now. Get inside and find the safe room. Of all the guild assholes meeting tonight, the Sadie's the biggest. If we can't get them, consider me a no for your little club.
My stomach.
You hear that? Got rats up there? The only rat I see is standing in front of me. Watch your mouth. Just because I say he likes your food doesn't mean you're bulletproof.
Mop up these guards before you try the door.
2, 5. 7, 2, 2, 5. Nine, 4, 8, 3.
We gotta finish off these scouts, we're glad.
3, 0, 5, 7. 3, 0, 5, 7. 3, 0, 5, 7.
Flanking!
Multiple hostiles on the ground.
Eight, 9.
Research participants, please secure all personal effects in the locker room.
Fuori. Ho sentito un rumore.
Capito. Vedi come sta. Se trovi qualcosa fammi sapere.
Capo,
Trovato qualcosa?
niente, via libera.
Confermo.
9,
Andrea,
4,
mi senti?
8,
Torna al lavoro ora.
9, 4, 8, 3.
Move up!
5, 9, 2, 3. Six, 9, 2. 6, 9, 2. 6,